Hi, we're the Cave, and welcome to Music Matters Live 2013.
Well, basically, at one point in our school careers, where we would sit at lunch was positioned between two sets of lockers, and that area sort of resembled a cave, and that name caught on. We referred to ourselves as the Cave, and then just decided it would be a pretty good band name. Me personally, I'm a big fan of older stuff, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, etc.
Various alternative rock genres. I personally enjoy Pearl Jam more than any other band.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hoxie and I, we started a band in 6th grade, which is how long? Like 5 years ago? 5 years ago, and we had different members, and then we decided that, you know, I play the drums, he plays guitar, let's start making music.
Just thought it would make us look cool. We were like, hey, let's have a band.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So then afterwards...
I think we all have like an appreciation for music that, well, I don't know how to put it, but some people don't, some people do. And I think those that are in a band have a certain appreciation of music that's above others.
I think also, like, when we started writing music, we kind of got pushed into it. Like, we were told, like, yeah, you should write a song, like, you should try writing one. And so Huxley actually came up with our first riff, which came into our first song, and that, I guess, it kind of snowballed from there. Like, that's where we went from.
That probably happened when we first started sort of participating in competitions, and we would get more praise than we had gotten before. We realized this could, really be something. And I think it's probably for me personally at least, it's the competition aspect that made me start taking it seriously. Picking covers.
Yeah. That takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously we come together and create music quite efficiently, but when it comes to our own preferences, it's impossible to come up with something we can all agree on. So actually coming up with covers is probably the hardest thing to do.
When we do come up with a cover, it's generally a rock song that everyone knows, not one that we particularly like, which I suppose is a good thing.
Yeah. Also, it normally ends up being the situation where 3 people like the song and then one doesn't, and you can't do that as a band. You can't just disregard one person. It has to be like a mutual decision between the whole band. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So, actually, I think it's really good that that's the most difficult thing, though. Like, that it makes everything so much easier between us.
Yeah.
It's an honor, to say the least. We tried out with the general audition process, and we actually got cut. We weren't supposed to be in it, but through various loopholes, we got certain people to vouch for us, and now we're in it. And I just think it's a blessing.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
I'd heard of Music Matters a couple of years before. I'd seen the past 2 shows. The one they had Simple Plan, and I went and saw that. So to then find out that we were in Music Matters was a pretty big deal.